Why, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. My name is Mr. Dogboat333, and welcome back to Hard Time for Kaiserreich, yes! Poland. Now, last video, before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and give my guys some things. Do that, we'll do that. There we go. In last video, we joined with the Austrians in order to defend ourselves from possible German aggression. And we asked for Krakow back, and we got all of Galicia on top of that, which I was very pleasantly surprised to see. It makes me feel a little bad if we end up stabbing them in the back. Only a little bad. I don't even know if that's going to happen necessarily at this rate. Eddie's abdicating. Interesting, interesting. We already have the compliance going in Stanislav. We're working on it. We're hopefully going to get there. Oh. There goes the Union State. And with that is going to go the Pacific States. It bugs me. I don't know if I pointed this out, but the CSA took the LA-San Diego area in whatever ceasefire they had. So they had that, and now the CSA has it for some reason. Very incredibly annoying. When the PPS came to power, we had a promise to empower the Polish peasants, the basic unit of any healthy nation. And with our massively ambitious program to finish the lackluster reforms of the past, we tend to slay the hydra of the great land magnates once and for all, like your brother in Galicia did a century ago. We shall confiscate the massive fields held by corrupt noblemen, those who have so many times sold their nation to foreign invaders. We shall also break apart from the great estates held by the Prussian elites, acquired with deceit and ran with the toil of Polish presence. But, ooh. You know, I think the corrupt need no more money. Get them out of here. It's a very risky option, but I like it. You know what? Fuck it. We're just gonna. Yeah. Let's work by constructing some agricultural infrastructure. The extra political power from state secularism actually does sound pretty nice, so I think I'll go ahead and embrace secularism. Key to the goal of Poland, which works for all her citizens, is enshrining a nation where they will not be judged by their creed. To ensure that a state cannot be used to disadvantage those of the faiths, a wedge will be driven firmly between it and the church. While we have no issue with being religious in private, there are two spheres that should not interact, no matter what some in politics made man. Why not? What was I thinking? What was I gonna say? I believe this is going up on a Monday, so I guess I can talk about this. I just finished up uploading and working on the April Fool's video, which I think is gonna be I think it's gonna be fun. It's a little cute, I think. You guys might get a kick out of it. I think you guys will. I don't know. If you haven't seen it already at this point, you can go ahead and check that out. Our secularization has been received with mass opposition from the right and their support base, even captured the eyes of Holy Father Pius VII, who was called for us to stop and reconsider these plans, giving up the sultanate our relationship with the papacy. What papacy? You guys don't exist anymore. You guys only technically exist at this point. The Holy See has also expressed fears of the people, as anti-clericalism might turn to a wave of cynicalism and violence towards the faithful, as has happened in so many countries before Poland. Even though the Pope cannot stop us, going against his war will cause even more people to flock to the nationalists and even more nationalist organizations. There's never been a Polish Pope, so how can he know about our needs? No, John Paul II. John Paul II was a Polish Pope, right? I think there's only been one Polish pope, and that was John Paul II, I believe. I don't know. I'm not really what you'd call a good Catholic, so my Catholic history is off. I mean, I'm not a Catholic, period. So any Catholics in the audience would probably know better, and I will I'll ask you guys if you what the deal is there. Oh shoot, we have this option to redistribute land. That's interesting. So I'll actually make Pluck a developed rural region, which is actually going to be very nice. So I'll actually start saving up. Oh, now they intervene when the damn war is about over. That actually might be kind of bad for the Sindies. Emphasis on might, because I'm not entirely sure. When asked why the Great Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth fell to ruin, Roman Dmowski pointed out multiculturalism was what made the Commonwealth weak. From the Endeja's point of view, they would rather look back to the medieval Kingdom of Poland, ruled by the Pius dynasty. To them, by expanding outside the natural Polish borders, the nation became weak and disunited. Jews, Germans, Ukrainians, and Russians robbed Poland of its identity, and only a homogeneous Poland can survive against its many foes. And the concept is not confined to the index. It has even tacit support from the modern Kingdom of Poland, which is painted as Piast Poland Reborn by its supporters. Oh shit, that's our thumbnail. That's the thumbnail flag. Damn. This is contradicted by the Hegelian concept, popularized the most by Josip Pilsudski, and still supported mostly in the far left and by some other radicals. This envisions Poland as a multi-ethnic federation, and points the reason of the Commonwealth's failures as instead being due to dysfunctional rule by nobles. To be Hegelianist, it is Poland's very purpose to civilize and protect the poor eastern lands, and that it cannot let national squabbles cause even further division. The idea does not enjoy much support among the kingdom's intellectuals, who see the entire concept as mere fantasy. If only those old days could come back. It's teasing us. It knows we can't have the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth anymore. It's mocking us. Let's redistribute land and Pluck. Get it up to a developed region. Oh, fuck me. Okay. In his address for people, Archbishop Alexander Kakowski, a well-respected man and former head of the Regency Council and primate of the Kingdom of Poland, has called for all true Catholics to peacefully resist laws they consider to be wrong. Endorsement of Pope Pius VII, Kakowski's words have fallen on fertile grounds, and the Catholic Church has taken a more direct stance against the government's policies of secularization. The ban on religious symbols in schools are not honored, and Catholic activists have organized non-stop protests for weeks now. Groups opposing secularization, such as the Catholic Action, have surged in membership and as they are now spreading their propaganda about the woes of godlessness and how it has led to oppression of the common people in formerly Catholic nations such as France. The Church is quickly turning into a safe house of radicals opposing our regime. Oh, okay. Look, any good change has to come slowly, sadly. We'll ease into it. Should have figured this was going to be a little sticky. Ah, fuck. Oh. I mean, they're going to take up PSA soon, so we'll be able to focus more on one front than another. Like, the pushes they're doing right now, they're kind of bad, but they're not bad. I mean, they're pushing into Mexico, okay. If they can loop in, take probably San Francisco and Sac. Those are probably the two cities that they need to win, ultimately. If I had to suppose. If I had to speculate. We'll have embraced secularization. Won't be able to do education, it seems. We could fill the railway gap. If we end up going Cindy, we won't be able to do this. So I kind of want to check this out. See what it's about. Our days as a mere province has left us with rather chaotic rail network, with lack of connections between our internal system and that of our neighbors. This hampers our ability to transport the rail and benefit from a very essential location in the Reichspakt, which with many routes simply going around Poland, even if it adds extra distance to our journey. Solving this lack of connection could provide us with a lot of benefits economically and logistically. Bit of a Philip Hart moment, but I can respect it. Yes, that was a TNO reference. Just gonna say that before anyone posts a copy pasta. Although now that I brought up the copy pasta, they're probably gonna spam it. Maybe that was my intent, to get more action in the comments. Who knows? I know, but I'm not gonna comment what it was. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting to see how it plays out. Oh, this is painful to see. German Empire and Indochina have pieced out. The fall of Wuhan. Uh-oh. Chinese revolt succeeds. The Sindhis have prevailed. They could join the Sindhis, or the Third International potentially, which would be interesting. But, I don't know. We'll wait and see what they end up doing. We'll put this guy over here. Oh! They're led by a child now. A Habsburg. Uh-oh. Boston has fallen. Uh-oh, I just realized something is horribly wrong. It's not what I meant to do. Didn't mean put those guys with him. They did a fucking naval invasion, holy shit! That's actually pretty cool. Did they do a naval invasion? I don't know, actually. I'm guessing they must have. I was kind of sneaky by the AI, but I dig it. I do. Okay, let's do Sincere People's Republic, then we'll head down to People's Banks. Government must be more than simply a set of policies or men in offices. It's supposed to embody the beliefs of the majority and work for the people, what some may call idealism, arguing that no democratic system will withstand the realities of governance. We'll strive to prove them wrong by creating a government which works by and for the people. Socialists are now under 50% support, so we won't just instantly flip over. Oh, okay. So this gives some railways. This gives us some nice... Let's do Versazva to Lodz. I don't think at this point I've gotten any comments about my Polish pronunciation, so I'm going to assume that I've done a perfect job. Either that or it's so dog shit that there's no saving it. I'm guessing it's probably the latter, but wouldn't it be amazing if I just fluked into speaking perfect Polish? That would be hilarious. We're actually pretty close to getting 50 factories. So we're going to complete our second four-year plan to strengthen the Republicans and give us a nice little bit bonus political power. The tabloid secret detective is infamous for publishing deals of crimes and scandals in Poland. Its sensational style led it to quickly rise in prominence following the liberalization of the previous restrictions on the press. Most often, it's merely entertainment of poor taste, graphic descriptions of murders, suggestive gossip from the high society, and so on, with the magazine being criticized particularly vehemently by the church and the political right. The most serious article thus far was published on the last Tuesday. Is that right? I don't think that's... I don't know. Where they published very specific details about certain ministers, senators, and judges taking bribes from Leviathan's associates. While corruption is nothing new, this is a case on an entirely new scale. If the magazine's claims are true, then it seems that Leviathan, an associate of Polish investors and industrials that is among the most powerful lobbies in Polish politics, has been conducting large-scale bribing with government officials to push their anti-regulatory and anti-workers' rights agenda. In part, this was an open secret, but the scale of it and sensational style of it has created publicity that's causing quite a stir among the people. At worst, it could empower our opposition greatly. Take this very seriously and conduct an anti-corruption campaign. It's going to tank our political power, but why not? Oh! It was about fucking time, honestly. I'm surprised it took them that long to do it. So I have an idea. So we have our western front, but we're going to have our eastern front. Do we have our own field marshal? We do. We have a fucking Habsburg as our field marshal. Let's go. We're just gonna do a broad little front line here. And that'll be our eastern front. We also have a southern front to potentially deal with, but yeah, we'll deal with that when we need to. Well, let's not think of it for now, you know? Let's not get into politics now. And then there's the Imro Uprising. Really cool addition. Oh, look, I think they did enable invasion of Sicily, too. Would you look at that? Let's go ahead and do People's Banks. For many in our nation, access to loans and capital, vital to improve their economic situation, is very hard to come by. The reality is that many financial institutions are unwilling to lend to the peasants. A novel idea to solve the problem of government has proposed a system of communal banking, where members of a community would all contribute, and from which loans could be better provided, hopefully allowing greater access to cheap credit. Why not? Why not? Honestly, I'm more impressed that they finish this up finally. They might actually do something in the Weltkrieg, honestly. Oh, we'll see how long it takes for the Belgrade Pact to continue on. Yeah, they've already gone through their a lot of their tree. It took them long enough to do, if you ask me. Do medium tanks, and there we go, US of GA. It is a pretty thick Austria, which is pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, the aesthetics, I'm fucking with the aesthetics, I really am. First industry. Next, let's go ahead and do even more industrial stuff. And we have finished our second 4-year plan. Would you look at that? Brings a tear to my eye. Okay, if a social's still gaining strength, though I'm still not 100% on whether I want to back away from that. We'll do some levy construction. An extra building slot in Krakow, as well as production of consumer goods factories. Not that I think we're lacking and building potential at this point, but still. We now have People's Banks. I wonder... Oh, well, here we are. Primary problem of Polish land use is twofold. Either the land is owned by great magnates, whose domains stretch for thousands of acres, leading to inefficient land use and unemployment, or the farms are too small to compete against more efficient foreign agriculture. Past governments have been slow to change the status quo, in no small part because of a lobbying by the landowners. The ever-growing social issue of the landless peasantry and worsening agricultural efficiency has forced us to finally seek radical solutions. It's a solid option. Republicans now have more support than the socialists. Nation of small farms now, okay. Okay, we redistribute land in Lublin. It'll do the same that it did in Plock and make it a... Same with Chelmsford. Same with not all of these regions, but a good amount of them. It'll develop them pretty nicely. We'll do that in Lublin, because I believe we want to expand our industry a little bit over here, too. So that extra building slot will be nice. We can do another national focus. I think we might focus on some more army stuff. So we'll do artillery modernization, which I read in a video before. We just ended up canceling to do some of the political stuff. We put on the back burner, but I think it's time to get back to it. Let's start doing atomic research. Why not? Why not? Republicans won the Greek referendum. Very interesting. Yeah, it's gonna be on Monday, so by now I'm on vacation, which is gonna be very nice. Romania's justifying against us now, Is that so? Well... Will Belgrade Pact continue on? Only one way to find out, really. No, Romania. How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? Let's do loads to Kalis. And we'll connect to Poznan over here. I do like the idea of the railroad network. I think this is actually pretty cool. Oh, look at the trains. I barely use the actual, or barely understand the new supply mechanics. I think I understand them well enough. But I like them just for the fact that, one, I think the railroads are a pretty cool idea, inherently. But also we get to see the trains go by. And I am, at my core, still a big man, baby. So I like seeing the little trains go by. Do you want to do that, or... Let's feel the industries, actually. Well, we've traditionally relied on what's found above the surface for our wealth. Many now look eagerly to potential treasures lying underneath it. Not diamonds or gold, but coal. Lots of it. While many of these deposits have been exploited for domestic use, expanding mining operations to a true industrial scale has the potential to transform our nation's economy, providing money not just from the coal itself, but also the many industries that require coal to function. Let's do it. We do the Northern Railroad, connect to the Gdansk. Let's do it. From Warsaw to Pluck. Yeah, there's no railway going to Pluck. That's actually probably going to be very useful. Anyway. My timer's also useful because it's telling me I gotta end it here. So thanks as always for watching, gang. Like if you liked, dislike if you didn't, leaving comments down in the comment section below. I read all of them. Appreciate any feedback you might have for me. Hit the sub button if you want to keep updated of uploads. Check my various links down in the description box below if you want to check those out. And yeah, I'm gonna leave it there for now, my friends. Thank you all for watching. My name's been Mr. Dogbot333. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye now.